Hey everybody, it's Albert. Hey everybody, it's October 22nd, 2022, and it's time for a home update. It's definitely been a while since I've done one. That's because over the course of the summer, I hadn't really done all that much, except for some minor things. But now here it is fall. I'm taking on some other projects. I've completed a few different things, and I figured it's time for an update on things. So, it's going to get started. So, the biggest thing I did over the summer was painted the decks. Now this deck here on the front, I literally just painted it like a week ago, and I still got to finish up the balusters. So it's not 100% complete, but I've painted the side deck and the back deck. Went with a color of brown that almost matches the shutters and stuff on the house. I think what's on the house is actually called sea otter brown, and the porches are painted in mission brown, which is actually very similar in color to the former back deck on the single wide. Interesting to note. But so yeah guys, got the decks painted. You may remember those giant overgrown shrubs or bushes that were next to the house. Those were cut down back in late spring. I've actually got to finish up over here. One was not 100% cut down. I got to finish cutting it down. It's kind of hard to see out here with no light, but you can kind of see there's still a little bit of it left, and it's kind of grown back, so I got to deal with that. Got to finish up the fences. Here's a look at the back deck. And of course, neighbor's dogs got to start yapping. One thing I probably have not covered since the last home update is I have changed out the light bulbs on these porch lights. Particularly the ones out back. They were this ugly daylight color, and I just after getting done with most of the work out here, I decided to change these out for a more comfortable color, and I'd say this looked a whole lot better. So I don't have the floodlight on. That's the back deck. Notice something funny sitting out here. We'll talk about that in a moment. And also, I got news about these back doors too. See, I still got to finish the fence. There's a few things I need to get done out here, but anyways, got some big updates to share about inside. It's actually pretty late. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm always up late on the weekends, and I wanted to get this video shot. Kind of a last minute thought. It's like I need to do a home update, and there's a particular reason I want to go and do one. Now, I'm going to mention it's kind of messy inside because, well, I'm living here now. Have a look at that, guys. The wood stove is now installed. I put this in about 2 weeks ago. It's direct connected to the fireplace. In the single wide, it was literally just dumping into the fireplace, but this one's actually direct connected into the chimney. And I'd say it does a good job heating this place. Kind of surprised. I mean, this home is about 1,500 square feet, and this little burner is rated to heat up to, I want to say 1,800 square feet. It's I think 69K BTU is what it's rated at, and has no problem heating this place. So we've had a cold snap, and I must say it was a pretty early cold snap. We've had several days of below freezing lows. Had a hard freeze earlier this week. Got down to just below 28 degrees here. Which I think, from what I read online, was the 8th earliest freeze on record here. And one of the shortest growing seasons on record for this area of North Carolina. I mean, normally our first freeze doesn't happen until sometimes the last week of October, but the past few years, I mean, I still have zucchini and tomatoes growing out in my garden the first or second week of November. So, it really puts in perspective just how much different it is this year. And we could have a pretty cold winter this winter, from what it's looking like. I mean, this October's been relatively cool, but anyway, it's got the wood stove in, and it's piped right into the fireplace. The chimney on that fireplace, it's kind of a rare for a prefab, but it's actually a 2100 degree rated chimney system. It's the Majestic S Series chimney, triple wall chimney system. With this wood stove going full blast, I do have a cavity back inside here. I got it covered up right now, but there's a cavity I can go in there and I can actually check on that pipe, and that pipe just be barely warm to the touch when this thing is going wide open. Same chimney system I had in a single wide. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up pretty quick because my phone's getting low. Another big update to show you guys. The back doors are getting ripped out and replaced. I am done with these leaky French doors. These doors are one of the reasons why the rim joist rotted on the back of this home. Every time it would rain hard and rain would get blown into the door, water would find its way through the cracks in the edges of the doors. Honestly, guys, I don't think these doors were ever designed to be right up to the elements. I mean, obviously they were exterior doors, but I don't think they were intended to be exterior. Like, I think they intended to be up and up to a covered patio, but they were obviously not used for their intended purpose here. So, well, they rotted out. So they're getting replaced. I'm going to be ripping out the doors and replacing the rotted subfloor. I mean, the subfloor is totally gone here. You can see the floor joist here. Matter of fact, the original floor joist was over here. It was rotted. This is a jackleg section here. So, yeah. The doors are getting ripped out and replaced. This one's going first because it's in the worst shape. I've already prepped it. Took all the trim off, and actually the only thing that's holding this door in right now is a few screws. I mean, that's it. So it's going out and getting replaced tomorrow. And then I'll be doing this one, followed by the bedroom. So, toilets. You saw a point at that toilet outside. So, my dad's friend and my friend, their daughter busted the tank on her toilet. Either they tripped and fell or something happened. They busted the tank on the toilet. And they needed a new tank for their toilet. Well, the toilet that's in the front bathroom at his home, or the one that was in the front bathroom, happened to have the same style tank. And I had planned on changing toilets in this home anyway. So what I did is I took the toilet out of this bathroom, stuck it up front, took the toilet out of the front bathroom, and that was the one that the tank was salvaged off of, and the bowl was out there in the yard. I got to get that disposed of. But in here, we got a brand new American Standard Champion 4 toilet. And I tell you, it's a good one. It's got a 4-inch flush valve on it. Yeah, 4-inch. So when it flushes, it flushes. And rarely ever do you need a plunger for it. So, like I say, the place is kind of a mess right now. So again, the toilet there used to be in the master, and it got moved up here. So walking to the dining room, you can see it's still a mess. Got boxes and stuff stuck in here for now. Pretty soon I'll be getting my late grandparents' dining room table set, as well as their, I think it's a hutch, which will be going in here in the kitchen. So another thing I mentioned about this range, I had an issue with it over the course of this year with this touchpad, and I'll put some cards up in the corner for you to go watch the videos about that over on Q Computer Channel. That issue's been resolved, so I'm not going to talk too much about that here in this video because I got to keep this in kind of short. But yeah, let's see. Not really too much more to talk about in this video. So yeah, two really big things. Well, number one, the wood stove is in, and it's burning. This is my third night with it burning. Third night in a row. Rarely see the chimney cap there, but the funny thing is it's starting to get black on top. But so yeah, here's a look at the freshly painted back deck. Still got to do a little bit of touch-up work on it, but again, once this door comes out, I got to take this siding off, so that way I can install the new doors with the nailing fin. I mean, they're just about ready to be pulled out, so didn't want to pull them out until I was ready to actually rip them out and replace them. So there goes the yappy dogs again. So anyways, oh yeah, look, it's, what is it outside? It is 36 degrees outside, and here it is 80 degrees in the living room. I tell you guys, I definitely missed having this thing. Last winter, this outright sucked. I mean, I wanted to get this thing in last winter, but just didn't have the time. I was too tied up, and this was a project I needed to spend time on. This is not something I needed to do quickly. Let's put it that way. I've got a earth extension I made myself. It's kind of like a hack job, if you want to call it that, but made it with some leftover mortar cement from the brick mason and some busted up slate. Don't look half bad. Anyways, guys, that wraps up for this video. Again, the wood stove is in, and the back doors are getting replaced soon. I'll do another update once the doors are replaced. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.